Hey guys, it's Gomer here with another Warhammer Battle Report. Got a couple here for you. This was just the first of two games I got in on Sunday at my local club. Um, we've got a 2,400 point tournament coming up in 3 weeks. I'm still tossing up between just taking Empire because I sort of know them a bit more, even though not super successful, or the Orcs that I just sort of finished painting. So I brought both armies and had one game of each on the weekend just to try and get an idea of what I want. The tournament's actually pretty low key in terms of competitiveness. It's more of a drinking event really, but so yeah, I'm not sure yet which one is going to be the easiest to play in that situation. Anyway, so I caught up with one of my mates here who's taking a Khorne army, mono Khorne, we rolled up for scenario, so we got Blood and Glory, and let's just run through it. So going into my, this is the list that I'm sort of toying with, so not super competitive because the Wyvern, but I like the figure that I just painted. Savage Orc level 4, 2 Night Goblin Shamans, a big boss on a wolf with an Orc big boss BSB, some Savage Orcs, 20 Night Goblins, the Wolf Riders, 8 Trolls, a pump wagon, just naked pump wagon, and then the standard sort of rare section. The Savages have bows as well, not so useful against Khorne, but I'm just sort of thinking maybe with the meta with lots of elves, maybe it's better. But anyway, we'll see. His mono Khorne list, I don't know everything on this, but it's basically Skull Taker, that hero level character. Herald BSB with the Razor Standard, 23 Bloodletters with the Banner of Swiftness, another unit of 20 Bloodletters for like Watchtower and stuff, 3x5 Chaos Furies, 2x5 Ambushing Flash Hounds, a few Blood Crushers, 2 Skull Cannons, sorry, and a Soul Grinder with that Catapult upgrade and something else upgrade. As I said, not totally sure on the demon lists, but that's what he's got. So he's obviously got no magic. I end up with the 3. I'm just looking at this. This doesn't look like. I got foot and hand, I think. No, foot and here we go. Why have I got Brain Burst and Gaze of Mork there? I think that must have got that. Yeah, can't remember now. For some reason I thought, no, I didn't get hand. Yeah, so I didn't get an opportunity to. I think I originally had maybe Ed-Butt or something like that, because he doesn't have a mage. I switched it around. So I've got a Ruby Ring, and then I've got, I think, Itchy and the number 6 spell on my level 2 Shaman, and I've got Vindictive Glare on my level 1. This is deployment. The photos are a little, I don't know, some of them blurry. Basically, it's my new iPhone, and I thought I'd try that rather than my actual camera just to see how it went. So we'll see. Let me know how bad the images are, I guess. So yeah, Blood and Glory. I mean, you can't really castle in a corner because it's a 9-inch difference, and the the war machines. I was always planning on trying to just space them out down the back, and then sort of do that refuse flank type thing. But because the building's there, so I'm going to try to put the Savages there, and then the hills are infinitely high in this tournament, so I sort of wanted the hill. I put the Trolls on the left because I thought I can see where his things are and either put my war boss behind the hill and stay in sort of 8-inch bubble, or I can put him behind the Trolls. So yeah, in hindsight, I'm thinking the Trolls should have probably been on the other side of the Savages, but anyway, that's where they ended up. And then I've got my random moves and stuff just deployed between my war machines, just ready for the ambushing guys to come out. And I put my big boss, my Wolf Rider big boss, in my Wolf Riders over there, just because I think he's not really going to have much to do. Yeah, I don't think he can take on a skull cannon or anything by himself, but anyway, that's where he ended up. I got the +1 to go first, and I actually rolled high enough, so I went first. The buildings actually was within 4, so I just moved my Orcs in. So the Savages will go into the building. and my pump wagon goes forward, but I bumped I think I bumped both manglers just off the backboard edge, um, and pretty much don't move anything. Actually, animosity, my bunker there with my savage shamans, night goblin shamans. Um, panic, do animosity, kill two of themselves, and squabble with the closest eligible unit, which is the Wolf Riders out of picture there on the left. So I don't have any goblin magic this turn. Um, that's not too bad, I guess, but yeah, typical. And I don't really move anything else up, so. So yeah, magic. I can't remember all the dice that I actually got, but I threw 5 dice, I think, at foot. It might have actually been like a 5-2 magic phase, and that's all I had. So I just threw 5 dice at foot at this time. Irresistible, went off. I got a mini foot there because I did 1 wound, I think, and then he went away. So, and then proceeded to roll a loss of wizard levels and lost 3 levels. So all I've got is brain burster on my level 4, which is now level 1. So, great start to the magic phase. End of my turn, yeah, that's what have I been in? I'm just trying to think. Shooting wise, yeah, I mean, I think I took out a couple of blood crushers, bloodletters in that unit at 20. Just trying to knock it down to maybe get in combat and get a banner there. This is the thing against Khorne, so much killing blow, I wasn't sure what's the best thing to do. I mean, I guess, yeah, I didn't want to throw my general in unless I knew I knocked it down a bit. I did get a hit, I think, too, on one of the skull cannons and rolled a 1 to wound, or a 1 wound, I get one of the two. So didn't really get much done in that turn. So Demon turn 1, he charges these left-hand harpies into my Wolf Riders, and then he 23 bloodletters into the building. So in they go. And in they go. And the rest is, yeah, he does move up, but he's not moving up too. He wants to stay, if it's going to be a long charge for trolls, he wants to keep it long. Not that I'm going to go in there yet. And his other harp is just coming over on the right there. And he's getting within 12 of my war machines, so it's harder for me to shoot. Well, can't shoot with some of them. And then is it the Rain of Chaos, whatever it's called, takes a wound, kills actually my Doom Diver, and puts a wound on a Mangler, I think it was, and I think he ends up doing a wound on his Soul Grinder there. I think that's the only thing. I think maybe it hit a Skull Cannon too, but didn't do anything, or he warded it or something. And then in combat, yeah, I mean, looks like I killed 1 Harpy there, or whatever it is, and he takes out the rest of my unit, and so he's got a point now of Fortitude, and took out my big boss there too, so yeah, probably not the greatest of positioning. Not sure. I mean, yeah, these Wolf Riders, I'm not sure what to do with them sometimes. So, combat in the building went good, though. He only did 5 to me, and I did like 8 to him, so that was good. So if it was going to be a grind, yeah, he wouldn't have much left, so I think that was good in terms of combat for me. Orc turn 2, it's my... Yeah, the bunker fails animosity again, so I didn't put the symbol in because the closest unit is the savages. I rolled a 1 to squabble, reload, or whatever it is. Not squabble, whatever the number 1 is. And so now I'm down magic again. So I don't have any magic in my second... not that I've... Brain Burst, I mean, I was going to try and sniper stuff. But yeah, no magic for me this turn. Pump Wagon goes into the Harpies. And I send the left Mangler up just to get close to these Blood Crushers, and the other one in front of the Doom Diver just ready to, I guess, be able to go left or right depending on where his Flesh Hounds come on. And yeah, I don't move the Trolls, I don't think at all, to be honest. I think I just sit there. Again, I don't know if that's the right thing. Like right now, because I've got that huge big gap, I would have much rather to be closer to the building, but just the way I deployed, trying to be sort of close up between the hill and the building, it's not the most ideal position now, I don't think. Yeah, so there was no magic, and I don't think shooting did a whole lot. I mean, I'm down a Doom Diver. I'm trying to remember what the rock lobbers did. I think they either scattered or they got warded, because I can't remember doing any damage to any of those cannons with the rock lobbers, which is a shame. Yeah, shocking dice rolling, but look, let's admit it's the generalship. Kill these harpies with the pump wagon, and it overruns. And then his turn 2, he pops his other harpies on top of my mangler there, and that comes within 8 of my bunker, so out comes the fanatics. But they don't go high enough to do anything. And both his hound units roll and come on, so one unit's over here on the left near my rock lobber. And there's just a picture of my trolls and wyvern, just because they look cool. Let's just look at that. Look at that. They look good. That's why I want to be able to use them, but I haven't learned how to use them yet. And yeah, his blood crushers are coming around the hill. And you can see over on the right here, so his hounds are right there in the bottom right of the picture. His harpies have charged the rock lobber. And the rest of his army is really not doing a whole lot, just sort of waiting for if I'm going to move those trolls up, and he's just moving his skull cannons around to take shots at my wyvern. So he has been shooting at the wyvern, I think, and I've been either regenning or he's been failing to wound the trolls at the moment. So one rock lobber I lose to one of those skull cannons, and then he's chipped off a wound of one of my trolls. And my right hand rock lobber goes to these harpies. So yeah, so I've had 2 turns. I don't think, what have I done? Artillery wise. 4. I think I've knocked off a wound off a bloodletter and a blood crusher and taken out 4 bloodletters. And now I'm down to 1 doom dive left. Yeah, totally opposite to my Wood Elf game where I had all artillery there by turn 4. So my Orc turn 3, now I can't remember if I was in BSB range or not, but in any case I fail stupidity, so I must have rolled either a 10 once, over 9 once or twice, I can't recall. So they stumble forward like 4 or 5 inches, my trolls, so I debated getting my wyvern out of there, and I thought, oh well, I might as well just keep him up there again, so I move up, pointing him to the left so I can get some charges off over to the blood crushers or something if I need to. I thought that might be something that I might better do next turn if I get a chance. I've reformed my bunker to face the incoming flash hounds. Fanatics move around but don't do too much. And you can't see it here, but my right hand mangler has gone through the harpies. I did 1 wound, so excellent dice rolling. Magic, the only thing I get off is the Rubying and the Vindictive Glare. I think Rubying was dispelled and Vindictive Glare hit the Blood Crushers, I think, and it just didn't do anything. I mean, I was just hoping. I think they're down to, yeah, they are. One of them's got 1 wound left, so I was just trying to chip them down just to get them to 2. I thought then I could get my wyvern into them and have a better chance of just getting rid of them. I send my pump wagon towards his unit of originally was 23 bloodletters, fail the dangerous train and roll like 4 wound or whatever, and he's dead. Now I'm not sure, it looks like, I don't know, I've written Doomdiver hit the bloodletters for another wound, maybe that's what it was. So, not a whole lot. And you can see the Mangler has moved through the harpies down the bottom right there. And yeah, just the one of them gone. So Demon turn 3, bloodhounds go into the flashhounds. Sorry, go into the archer bunker here. I mean, I stand and shoot, don't do anything. I don't think the rest of his army. I don't know if he's just still keeping him back. I mean, there's no need right now to do anything. He's knocking me out. So, and these guys over on will charge into the last remaining artillery piece I have. Yeah, look, actually, it looks like he might have been backed up a bit and just moved his cannons ready to take out my general again. Which he does, so not the general, but kills the wyvern. So down it goes. I believe actually 2 trolls are dead now, so he ended up doing enough wounds to kill one and another one whole outright, so that's where the wyvern's gone down. I think, yeah, you know what, he rolled a 1 to wound on my general, so I didn't even have to use the charm shield, but I'm down to wyvern. So my turn 4, I have a choice here. I've got a solid my war boss on foot behind the trolls, and he's totally out of range of getting to the building. Now I'm just thinking, in hindsight, I probably could have exited the savages out and then moved him in, I guess. Maybe that's what I should have done. For some reason, once I put things in buildings, I forget you can actually take them out. So what I thought here was, and look, it's at this point I'm just like, I just want to see what happens. So it was a 10-inch charge of my trolls into his smaller unit of bloodletters, which had been depleted a bit. And we sort of discussed it and went, well, if I killed 7 of them, which I could actually do, then I could break steadfast, potentially pop them, and then, if I did do that, I'd be overrunning, and it got a decent. Actually, do you overrun on a pop? Maybe you don't. Maybe that's even the problem. Didn't even think of that. But that's what I was thinking in my head, and maybe get out of the charge arcs, because my thought was, I'll send my general over here to hide behind this hill, because of the infinitely high hill, and see if I can, I don't know what he was going to do, and because the trolls would end up being stupid then, because I've lost my 18-inch inspiring presence, just send the trolls in and see what they can do. So that's what I did. Hindsight, yeah, silly thing. I mean, geez, the skull cannons get on a hill and hit me anyway, because if you're on a hill, you can see over a hill. Looking at this back, maybe I should just drop the savages out closer and then got my war boss over to them, which I probably could have done. Would have been a better move. In the end, it doesn't matter, because I'll explain in a minute. But I make the 10-inch charge, which is cool, because then we get to see what happens, which is good. So you can see what he's got left there. So he's only got. That's why we were saying if I killed 7, was it 7 or even 6? 1, 2. Ah, yeah, 7, because you need to break that front rank. If I did 7, he didn't do enough wounds, I'd pop the whole unit. So that's what we're hoping. But hey, I don't know. I haven't played Demons enough. Do you get an overrun if you pop them? Can't remember. Anyway, someone will probably comment. So yeah, we go to town on them. Well, do we go to town? Sort of. So I got like 18 attacks, whatever I get there. Is that right? 6 for 3. And yeah, hit the average of needing 4 hits. I got 9 hits through, needing 2s to wound. I rolled 4 1s, so I only got like 5 through. And out of my stomps, I think I rolled 1 or 2 1s as well. So I did over 7 wounds, but then he warded a couple, so I only did 5 in the end. So just not enough. So and they managed to, I don't think they crumbled at all. Like I think they passed their test or whatever it was. So Demon turn 4. The obvious happens. With the trolls there, everything comes in. Everything in the kitchen sink. And the kitchen sink. So yeah, game over. Yeah, they just didn't last. So the blood crushers turn around so they can start thinking about charging my general potentially for the next turn. But yeah, he's going to be cornered as well. He's just an awesome pit of the trolls about to meet their doom. And there's the parting shot of the game. They just killed the trolls. Then I got a phone call and I had to actually get out of there for an hour and come back to get to my second game. So unfortunately I had to actually call it there. So I'd only lost 1 point of fortitude, but my general was going down easily the next turn. So my fortitude with the savages and my BSB were okay in the building, but my general was going down. There's no doubt about that. So he had the game. That's not in question. So we just called it at turn 4. Yeah. I don't know. Look, I deployed bad as well, but some shocking rolls in there as well. But I can't blame the dice when you set up wrong and don't really have overly a good plan. So something to learn from and take into whether or not I want to use the Orcs. Actually, I like the Orcs anyway, even though I seem to be losing way more than I win. But you know, I don't tend to have to think as much, which may be more fun for this upcoming tournament, just because of the the style of tournament it is. So we'll see. So next up is a game where I use the Empire list that I've got that I'm trying out against some Wood Elves. So stay tuned for that. Should be up in the next day or so. Thanks for watching.